Manifesting is not about trying to change something in your current 3D reality in order to get your manifestation. It's actually about aligning and identifying that version of you that already has that manifestation and embodying that to allow it to come into fruition. Hi, I'm Dan. I talk about manifesting, conscious creation, intentional living, all that good stuff, and welcome. And today I really want to focus on this because there is so much misinformation or overcomplication of what manifestation is, how it actually works, and I just want to simplify it for you. And what the key point here I'm trying to point out is that creation is already finished. It's already done. Parallel realities exist. There's a version of us that's doing whatever it is in life that we want, that we don't want. It all exists. Everything already exists. You need to understand this concept. So when we talk about manifesting, there's almost this little misconception because the term manifesting implies that you need to do something in order to get that something that you want, whether it's a car, whether it's a career, whether it's a house, whether it's a great relationship, friendships. It doesn't matter what it is, money, all those things. There is a version of you that already exists, that you just need to select and embody that version of you. That's all you need to do. But when we talk about manifesting, I understand. There's a lot of teachers and coaches out there that will say, hey, this is what you got to do. And in order to get your manifestation, this is what you got to do. What are those? Those are called manifestation techniques. So let's quickly talk about that. Manifestation techniques are good if they are helping you align with the version of you that already has what you want. Because if you're using the techniques the other way, which is how most people use them, and that's why it takes so long for manifestation to happen, or it sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't work. They're trying to troubleshoot it. I know from my own experience, I've personally had experience with that as well. How you approach manifestation techniques is key here. Because you have to understand, creation is already finished. Everything's already done. All we're doing is selecting. My last video, I talked about simply deciding on what you want because it's already done. Everything is already done. And I'm going to keep drilling this into your head until you get it because it took me a long time to finally understand that it's not really the techniques that manifest. It's not the techniques that manifest. Because if you are approaching manifestation by doing these techniques in order to get what you want, you're still in the identity of, I don't have what I want, so I'm going to do these manifestation techniques in order to get what I want. And that is what trips a lot of people up. And I see this everywhere, right? So, what you want to do instead is to simply understand how manifestation works. Even if you don't understand it, just, trust in it, believe in it. Even if you don't understand all the intricacies of it. But the basic concept is that creation is all finished. It's already done. There's already a version of you that has everything you want. There's a version of me that has the car that I want, the house that I want, the career that I want. Then there's another version of me that has maybe the career and house that I want, but not the car. There's a version of me right now where right now in my current 3D reality, I have, the body that I want, but I might not have the relationship that I want, or maybe I don't have the money that I want, or maybe that I don't have the career that I want. I have some of these things, but not all of them, right? There's a version, and they're all valid. They're all valid. So don't let that stop you. Don't let that hold you back because that's, again, another form of resistance is if you're trying to see, oh, there's a version of me that I'm experiencing right now in my 3D reality that I'm not quite liking or enjoying. And then you're trying to say, oh, I don't want to be this identity. I want to be that identity. That is fine. But then stop identifying with your old identity. Just simply choose the new identity that you wish to manifest, or essentially not manifest, but that you embody so you can get those manifestations to come in. But you don't do that through that method. You don't do that by saying, hey, that is the version of me that has what I want, so I'm going to do these techniques. I'm going to do these techniques to try to get those things to come in. No, you simply choose that version. You simply choose it. That's all you need to do. You simply choose the version of you that has that thing and embody it. It's that simple. And once you understand this, everything is just going to be so much easier. Because you don't need to worry about doing anything in your 3D reality. You don't need to worry whether something is inspired action or regular action that you're trying to force and push. And I'm going to go deeper and talk about inspired action in another video because I don't want to get into it right now. So look forward to that. But you have to understand that very briefly, inspired action, you don't try to take it. You know it's inspired after you've already taken it. That is how you know it's inspired action. And that's because 3D reality, including yourself, including the thoughts that you're going to download, is going to move you in the direction of eventually embodying, living actually as that identity of you that already has the manifestation. And this is key. So, when you are doing those manifestation techniques, how are you approaching it? Ask yourself that. Am I approaching those manifestation techniques, the visualizing, the scripting, the affirmations? I don't care what method you use. If you are using those methods to get yourself into that state of the identity that already has your manifestation, that's great. But if you're doing these techniques because you're approaching it from a point of view where I need to do these techniques in order to get what I want, then you need to change that and just shift it. And it's very simple, just decide. So, next time you see something that you want to manifest and it's not currently in your 3D reality yet, just say to yourself, there's a version of me that already exists that has that thing that I want or that experience I want to have. That version of me already exists. How does that version of me think? How does that version of me feel? What actions does that version of me take? Just monitor your thoughts and be like, okay, is this how that version of me would think or feel or respond or perceive things? And if it doesn't match up, ask yourself, just inquire, how would that person do it? And then do that. And then do that. That's what embodiment is. And I'll talk more about embodiment in another video, but I'll leave it there today. I hope this helps. I'll see you all soon, and really appreciate it if you made it this far. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of these tips and tricks to help you because they've been a game changer for me, especially in how I finally understand how manifesting works. And it's just unfolded in a magical and wonderful way.